First things first, my name's Kenneth Bird. My company is ILEG. That's Fusion Game Technology Screens. So, let's talk about gray screen paints, okay? So, we've been making them for a long time. I've made them for many, many years. I know so many different combinations. And making gray screen paint, it's not even funny on what I know. I can show you my background history of how long I've been doing it. Basically, at the end of the day, I was contracted, big global contract, 50 page, all that whole 9 yards, the whole thing. Had beta testers, all that stuff when I first started off. Sold my product for far more than what they did at the end of the day, and still had a much more better product in demonstrations. Basically, I can prove they try to copy me at the end of the day. So, we're going to start a new segment called Color Me Gray. Color Me Gray is me sharing all the information on all the gray screen paints I actually designed. And there's quite a lot of them we actually made. So we're going to give all that information out for free. Now, as I told you before, I got to go do something real quick. It's going to take about a minute. I ain't got to go that far. But I said before that a lot of the gray mixes out there on the market, I can't say all of them, I just say his. From what I've seen so far with his, yeah, his stuff was basically just black and white paint. That's pretty much what it was. And if those who don't believe me, actually there's a video of him showing you how to make the product black and white paint. Actually, he was showing his customers how to make it for free. Because at one point he used to give products away for free, but then he started selling them, and when he started selling them, he made claims that the products were different. The only difference between these mixes and what we have here today is that the projectors change. Same mixes I've seen so far, different caliber of projector make the image look different. So, these particular mixes we have right here, this is just everyday stuff. 60 ounces of gray paint, 16 ounces of white paint, and around a scoop of basically flat black paint. I wonder what I did with my scoop. I think I threw my scoop in the trash. I gotta go look at something real quick. I'll be right back. But, yeah, we're going to talk a lot about this. Actually, I'm going to start a page called Color Me Gray. And in Color Me Gray, like I said, I'm going to share my experience. Now, keep in mind, I was here longer. I had, like I said, bigger contracts, made way more money than they did. So it tells you at the end of the day, my experience in the field of gray paints is much higher than theirs. So trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I've been around 10 to 9 years, about 9 to 10 years on the Digital One Crystal screen paint before these guys ever existed. And I told you from the door, you have a prehistoric screen paint, you got ripped off. Anybody who has it sitting on your wall right now, yeah, you just primed your wall for something else. Because it's just everyday paint, that's what you got. There's so many different combinations and making this stuff. It's not. And if you go to the blacklist, we took his tutorial and we made 4 of his screen paints that we already purchased and had already there and was able to match them perfectly. I'm going to see if I can find that ingredients we did on his paints at the end of the day. Now, again, he may feel like he's being picked on. Nobody, you made cheap, crappy paints. That's what you did. And you talk trash about a lot of people. You talk trash about me. You talk trash about other YouTubers, about his product being the best of the best when he was basically the biggest scam on the face of the planet. So, right here we have 2 different versions. We have the apple barrel right here, which is the cheap, already made what the AI say. AI sat there and said, alternative option on basically making these products. It's just going on getting everyday gray paint. This one we made right here. All right, so let me be back. Oh, that's a big box. I can just turn that into a giant gray screen. Definitely. I gotta go do something more. Make sure I got my stuff with me. And I'll be back in and we'll about Color Me Gray, because some of y'all got caught up in the hype of it all and got ripped off. But it's a way to pull it back. If you're into the gray screen, this is your thing. Maybe black screen's not for you. Maybe silver screen's not for you. At least you ain't got to pay for this stuff, because you shouldn't have been paying $85 to $95, something that came out like 10 years ago. Whew. That's like paying top dollar for a VCR right now. That's like going out spending $500 for a VCR right now. Would you spend $500 for a VCR? No. Would you spend, I think you spend $500 for 8-track, because that's classic right there, even the music that comes with it. What about one of them big old tube TVs, the ones you put on the floor, the RCAs, Quasars, Zenix, one of them, the big old heavy ones, the ones that take like 9 people to move. When you do finally move it, the carpet on that side is brand new. then the car we got. Would you buy something like that for like $1,000? No, it sounds the same with you. But you buy a paint that was 10 years old. Yeah, 10. Now, mind you, as we do this segment about this right here, we're getting ready to launch the absolute black technology on all great screens. And see what that stuff does. It's a nightmare. I'll be back. Look at you. All furry and fuzzy and fuzzy and furry. You don't even know what you want to be today, do you? Right. We're back. Got to check for package. Ah, oh, the bun buns. Bun buns. Hey, what's up? Uh-oh. Ultimate bad boy. Yeah, yeah. It's coming, Taco. Rah! Bam! Rah! How dare you attack me? How dare you? Whew. I talked to some people. We're getting warehouse space. Big warehouse space. That warehouse is big. I can put a skateboard ramp in that sucker. What do you think I might do? Yeah, I look for some property for next level. Whew. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Whew. Let me tell you something. I'll tell you. From being down in the business district, I know a lot of lawyers. Like a lot of freaking lawyers. At one point, I knew a few here and there, but I already know a lot of freaking lawyers. Man, and guess what? Majority, most of them, they're immigration attorneys. Yeah, a lot of them. Actually, I know one in DR. I know another one in DR. Whew, man, you know how they would charge me? That kind, if I didn't know them, I would charge me for that, for the information. But man, my goodness. Now, for y'all though, at the end of the day, we're going to. I got some friends that are on document. I'm going to get their citizenship. That's what I'm doing. That's why I got all these cool lawyers at the end of the day. I got some people that want to get documented. The good people. I'm going to get them documented. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. The chick are going to call me racist at the end of the day. Boy, you don't even know me at the end of the day. I treat your people better. You treat them. At least I don't make them look bad. You do. They know about this nonsense. I told them about this. They said, yeah. That's what they should do. All the people that are committing crimes, they got to go. And all the people that are basically doing good, they need to stay here. That's why I said it shouldn't make a difference if they document it or not. If they haven't done anything wrong, let them get the citizenship. Let them freaking stay. And get rid of that freaking wall, for goodness sake. If that's the case, you can put, who's the wall for? Is it for us or for them? Because at the end of the day, we do damage too. You know. Oh, excuse me about that. I had a soda right there. I had to kill some. I had a bubble stuck in there. So I went down the wrong pipe. So the bottom line is, I got a couple people. I know they're cool. Some people are afraid. They're afraid to call and ask, and I'll go and help them out. So, you know, not a problem at all. That's not a good idea. A place to invest my money. Get a whole bunch of immigration attorneys, help people get their paperwork, and get into the country. That's what I might plan. That's what I think I should do. I got plenty of people to get it started. I know people at the end of the day. I can push some of my money into that. There's a lot of people, it's hard for me to turn. Some people may not have the money. We could do like a retainer setup, which would be pretty nice when our company would pay for it all. But again, they would have to pay like a little bit here and there. That's basically about it. Something that they can pay, you know what I mean? Because attorneys can be expensive, very expensive. If we hook it up in a way where we take the bulk of the bill, and then that way, they pay a little bit. You know, pay a ton of money at the end of the day. But we help them at the end of the day get what they need to get done. I say at the end of the day a lot. I put on a t-shirt at the end of the day. Hey, weirdo. Stop doing that in front of the camera. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see your kibbles and bits. Kibbles and bits to yourself. But yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to look into that and see what I would have to do that. They come over here, I get them documented, I can get them jobs, get them homes, stuff like that, help them out. Anybody, don't make a difference. I don't care who you are at the end of the day. Or help them get, your citizenship. Why not? I get my company where it needs to be at. I plan to help a lot of people out. Everybody has the right to be here. Everybody has the right to have a chance. Everybody. If you mess it up, then you mess it up. It's like Fernando. Fernando has a right to be here, but he messed it up. That's what he did. It's like everybody got a right to freedom. You can get it mad, you can mess it up, or you can keep on enjoying it. I'm gonna pay for this one. I had a weird craving for freaking chicken ramen and freaking pineapple soda. I kind of told you, some days I eat like a pregnant one. I don't know why. I just felt like, and for some reason now, when I'm brownie, I might be pregnant. I don't even know. All right, let's get this thing started. Yeah. Then I probably get a whole new group of haters that hate my guts at the end of the day. We're saying, hey, you're letting them in the country. Yeah, I'm letting them in the country. I'm also basically paying for lawyer fees and all that stuff. What is it? What of it? Fight me. All right, there we go. Now, yeah. This is the problem I have here. If your stuff is not tested, again, you're ripping people off. Because again, a person can just get this and make it themselves. I'm so sorry, people. The number on me. So this right here is one of the ones we made, basically using just basically 16 ounces of white and one scoop, like the scoop you get for your Kool-Aid drink. One of those is perfect measurement for that. And then you want to lighten that up a little bit, maybe in a lighter mix. And keep in mind, there's so many different versions of it. There is, since you got the network grade 773, which actually makes it quite more easier now, you're going to actually make that a half and half PPG. Like I said, silver, half network grade 773, and blacks is always going to be your toners from the door. Unless you want it really, really light, then you're going to go with something like Bear 1050 and silver paint. That'll make it really light. But then again, remember, contrast levels will suffer, and in some areas, if it's too dark, white levels will suffer. It'll be in between that balance. If you want it ultra dark, and you start off with the base being black, use that as a toner. That's called reversals. And they've been doing this for a long time, a very, very long time. So, for individuals, the bottom lip biters, that get upset when I do this stuff at the end of the day, and you think this is something new, some new technology that came along out of nowhere, I'm about to inform you, Skippy, it's been around for a very long time. As a matter of fact, before I came into the game, it was around. So, yeah, you're late to the party, Cinderella. Maybe, if you're lucky enough, you might get a couple of minutes on that clock, and maybe carriage might not turn into a pumpkin, mice not turn to, horses might turn into a, what do you call it, the mice? Yeah, the mice, here we go. And you can keep those nice glass slippers. I think in 2025, Cinderella's going to have Crocs, glass Crocs. All right, in sports mode. All right. So it's usually, this is where we'll be getting the fuss at. We'll be getting the fuss from the naysayer who we contacted with on you. How dare you spread such lies? Remember the great area? It's just about us having some fun. People are going to get mad about the gray area. They're going to get mad about it. Mad. Calm down and relax. You're extra mad in the gray area. Calm down and relax. Calm it down. Or down. Down. And relax. No. I told you at the end of the day, the anger causes a lot of problems. You don't want those problems. The mess with you two one day, you're going to have a stroke. You don't want that crap. You know what happens if any of those blood cells in your brain is cut off from any blood or any oxygen? These parts of your body don't work anymore. And very few people are very, very lucky to have a stroke and come out 100%. So again, take it as a grain of salt. All right? Okay. Now, I've been doing this for a long time, so basically it's like measuring with food. You know, you do it with your hand, you just pick it up, you just know the weight of it like that. I think people who want me to be more serious, like, okay, today we're going to make some gray paint using this white paint right here. We got it for a nice price of $11.95. We use this to make gray paint to put against our products because, you know, we do a lot of testing on gray. It shows the difference. Hey, get away from my freaking picture from the damn. Over here talking proper. Trying to keep this serious over here. Now, we're going to take this glass right here, this cup. This is going to be about 32 ounces. 32 ounces we're going to use. We're going to take some of this, put it in here, and we're going to take a little bit of black. Should we use black? Just a little bit of black. What we use? Maybe a cap full, a couple spoons, maybe black. Please, that's just so boring at the end of the day. Just pour the paint in. It's not hard to do. That's it. Pour the paint in. That's all you got to do. Pour it. 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 That's it. There's really no measurements to this stuff, man. It never has been measurements. That's the base. That's it. All you got to remember is that's the base. This is the toner. This allows you to put whatever color you want in. It's not really that hard to do. And if you can't figure out how to do it, just slide it off a shelf. Oh, man, I swear sometimes just, I wonder. Matter of fact, let's show you something pretty cool. So we got over here already, right? Let's make this the toner. We do this all the time. So, if you have a gray version, you can take this and add this into that. And there we'll make our paint too also. Yeah, haha. What if I do my retro color? I was wondering if I did, but I wonder if I did. I don't know if I did or not. Could have, would have. We gotta do measurements because, you know, some people want to do it professionally. Just pour it out and be done with it. Okay. This is what we're gonna do. Have some fun here. Oh man, we don't have scissors on it. I think I threw my scissors in the trash. I really do believe that now. I can't find it for Jack. Not for Jack, for Jill, or anybody else coming down the hill. Oh, why? I think did I throw the scoop away? Why did I throw the scoop away? I think I was done with it. Tied it up. I threw it in the trash. Alright, well, we just do it with spoons. That's all. You know what to do. I mean, I would do it easy by pouring it because I've made this stuff hundreds of times, but you know, you got to follow the rules for everybody else and everybody get lost in the mix. You get lost in the mix. You falling over it? No, you're not. Cool. Let's see. Let's get something that everybody can relate to. Really? I do not have a spoon. Bear with me, people. Looking for something. I would usually do this basically. I can pour this and be done with it, but gotta make it so everybody understands it. I never planned for this stuff too, you know. I didn't do another one. We got paper right here that might stuff up, so that's good. You know, we can find a spoon around here. Right there. Right. Hey, a minute. Ugh. Lemons, baby, lemons. Everything smells like lemons. Alright, so this is not going to be long. I got people coming up to take a look at the screen. So, let's get this lighter mix in here. Get it mixed up. Probably going to do it tomorrow. Most likely. But we're going to do this now, mix it. So I got people coming through. So take a look at the giant screen we got in here. We got a sports bar doing soon. Man, I do this place to pay off sooner or later. So it's fantastic. And people come in, check it out. Alright, so it's going to be messy because I don't have a spoon. I'll show you how easy it is. Usually I just pour it and be done. So these are little caps we get. The paint, they're about, I think they're around 2 ounces. This is the other way to do it. Because if you put black in it, the problem is that the black changes it too quick. But the gray allows you to get a soft color to it. Usually I would pour it, I know how much to do. So we got 3. And what you do is, you put in 3, and you want to adjust it on how dark you want it by just stirring it from there. Because mostly, like I said, that's the toner. It allows you to be to customize it the way you want it. And I found my scissors. Right there. In the drawer. Looked over the drawer like 5 times, could not find it. Got fired. I think my projector's fired up. And yeah, you don't see that. None of the crazy stuff, because not yet. I'm not ready to show them that stuff yet, but this other stuff, yeah, definitely. That black technology, yeah. But nothing else crazy, because you know, we can't let them see that yet, because that's not ready yet. I'm just trying to get his frosty on. We need something here. We got anything here for stirring? Ink pens. This is why I never have ink pens, people. That's why we never have ink pens. Watch, tomorrow I'll find like everything I need that I was looking for. Like, where was this at? Like looking for the scissors for about a half an hour. Couldn't find those things for Jack. But yeah, gray is the way you get a lighter version. If you put any black into it, the problem you're going to have is basically, let me just mix this up. We got the top for this. And just mix this up. They put gray in it after they make. So they make one product. You can make one product and use it to make another product. See, lighter mix. Easy. Very easy to do. And it doesn't take much to trigger it. It really doesn't. If you think it takes a lot, it doesn't. You start off with 3. You could do 2 or 1. Keep between 1 and 3. That's it. Got a nice light gray. Let's shake it up. And we got to stir it up. Shake it on. Jack up my clothes. While we don't have ink pens, we need to find them because we lose them. These are the best containers using for making your paints. See? Bam. See that nice color right there? See that? See how beautiful that looks? There you go. All we did was just take some of that and add it to that. And now we got that nice color right there. I told you, man, there's so many combinations to this. It's not even fun. And it's also super easy. So if you're into the gray paints, that's what you're into. This is your thing. This is how you make it. Easy. The reason why they try to make it sound so complicated is because, again, they don't want you to figure out how easy it is. Now, as for people saying, oh, you know, what about that thing coating? It's water. They put water in it. That's it. You don't have to put no glitter into that. Nothing. That's it. That's how easy it is. That fast, that quick. Just 3. It's all this is. This little scoops right here. This is just 2 ounces. They're in it. 2 ounces. So we put 6 ounces. That's it. Into that and change it that quick. Don't take much at all. The toner is for you to adjust on how dark and how light you want it. If you have it too dark, then you put in a little white in there. That's how you go back and forth with it until you get the way you want it. But all that money you're paying for paint, you're paying too much. It's an old product. It's been around. Now I know we got people that want to sit there and say, what about me? I have the biggest set up in black versus black. All my stuff is tested. All of it. I'm the one who started it. So this stuff will match great paint? Yeah, we just made out of great paint. That's the part you're gonna have to show. That's the part I've been telling people to make great screen paints. That's the part you're missing. You're gonna have to prove at the end of the day, when you do a gray versus gray, that your product doesn't match. Like I put black paints into these screens, see how they don't match at all whatsoever? You got to be to do that at the end of the day. And you're going to do it against fabrics, you're going to do it against films, you're going to do it against chalk paint, spray paint, hobby paint, everything else you could possibly think of, clothing, the whole 9 yards. You're going to do this on ultra short throw, pico projectors, venue projectors, short throw, ultra short throw. If I didn't say that already, you're going to do that inside, outside commercial. You're going to do it everywhere, every single day. You're going to do that test again and again and again and again and again. That's what you're going to do. That's what it requires for you to sell a product. If you're not ready for that, then don't do it. Because you see me do it. I can do it anytime. Anyone that comes up here, I can do that demonstration right in front of them. You're going to have to be to do that. But the first thing's going to come up is, hey, that stuff match great paint. That stuff match black paint. I get it all the time. Oh, okay. So getting back to this. We got our 2 mixes here. Right here. Did I just not put the towel on there correctly? We did not. And we shook. Anything on me? No, we're good. Okay. Network Gray 773. By the way, people. We can make it. See that right there? Now, look at the difference between that one. We'll take this one over here. Make sure we get the top on it this time. Because this time we're going to chop on one time. We've got paint all over ourselves. Over our clothes. See that one? See that one? Look at the pretty tone in that. Now, I know people make great paints at the end of the day. This is going to ruffle your feathers. It is. But let me tell you something. Before you make accusations you can't clean up, I want you to do something for me. You go to my YouTube channel. I want you to type in Digital One Crystal Screen Paint. I want you to see what kind of work I used to do before you started. And I told you I used to make this stuff. I can make this stuff with my eyes closed. 6 ounces of that, bam, that, I can make that. I can make any version, any color I want. I can make your entire product line. You'd be surprised. I can upgrade it, downgrade it, whatever I want. I can reverse engineer your technology. I can make it better than what it is. There's so many ways to make this stuff. It's not even funny. I can even make this stuff invisible if I want. So, with that being said, this is why, when I tell you at the end of the day, stay in your freaking lane, stay in your lane. Because I will come to your backyard party with much bigger speakers, and trust me, you won't even hear your little Sony Walkman. Until then, for the customers, if you want it, you can have it. See, this is why I tell you today, Mr. Fernando, why I'm not threatened by your products, because I can literally make your stuff and give it away free. I'm not threatened by what you have. You're threatened by me. You can't make my product. I gave you permission, remember? So, the fact that I tell you that, I'm not threatened by this. We can beat this stuff any day of the week. We're not threatened by this. I can make your stuff. I can make anyone's stuff. We've been doing this for 10 years. I think we would know this stuff by now. It's a 10-year product, that's what it is. So now, I have my own here. Got a dark here. I can make an even lighter version than this one right here. Have a look at, see? Now I'm going to get some rollers. That's what I'm going to do. Roll it down so we can show that off. I got people coming up pretty soon to see some our demonstrations on our amazing black technology. Now, this is what I plan to do. Alright? I want to make this whole screen challenge, great challenge against our new black technology, absolute black. Interesting. I'm going to show people how to make all the great screen paint they possibly could ever want. And every time we show off how we do it, we're going to show our technology next to it. We're not going to put yourself against. That's up to you. It's up to you if you want to do the challenge. All the ingredients will be posted to the, well, we're going to post it on, we're doing it on the Black Series site. We'll post on the Black Series site. If you want to make it, go ahead and make it. Those of you at the end of the day, you want to make it, you go ahead and do the challenge. Make it against and put it against your own product. I'm not responsible for tears. I'm not responsible for them. It's not. Don't want to hear the crying and the whining. Being there in the middle of the night making the ingredients, mixing the paints together. When I paint it in next to the screen, it matches, and it just dropped. I see my distance just dropped to the ground. Roll just drops out of the hand. You go, oh, 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 no. Now we are there like, yes. There you go. And they're right, Taco. Like, I can crush you without touching you. You do know that, right? I don't even have to touch your stuff. I did it. Network 8773. I told you it was going to match. And we just looked at it and said, that stuff's going to match right here perfectly. Was I wrong? There we go. So, for your naysayers that talk all that trash at the end of the day about how I don't know what I'm doing on camera, how I don't know how to make screen paints, I can make the stuff sitting on your wall for cheap. I can even upgrade this if I want. Mind you, there's no crystal in this. Nothing at all whatsoever. No water, none of that blah, blah, blah. I can make the paint you paid all that money for. How's that stick in your bonnet? Sticks in there quite well. Quite well, Mr. Bud. Quite well. Now, for people who are making a paint on a serious note, like I said, easy to do. Easy to do. That's it. I don't have to use a spoon or nothing. I can literally just pour that in and be done. But we're going to make sure we get everything measured up by hand. Very easy to do. So that'd be 6 ounces, because again, 6 ounces is all it's needed. And mind you, you don't have to worry about how much paint you have. You're adjusting how dark you want it. But I would start off in the range of anywhere between 1 to 3. That's the magic number. It's magic number. Bum, 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 bum. So now look at it. I got 2 great paints. One made from another one. See, we didn't have to buy black for that. So this was basically made using this. Adding this to this to make this beautiful color. If we added black to this, this would have changed it too quick, too rapidly, and it would have been too dark. By adding the gray to this, we were able to make a whole new blend. Now, this color we have here, we take another white one and we add this into that to make a lighter version. That's how it's done. That's why when I looked at his paints, he had them all out in the open, and I looked at them and said, oh, they're the same thing. They're just off by different colors. Like if you look at side by side, we have on camera of the UV mix next to the Frankenstein, it's off by one color. And so it is off by one color. Okay, buddy, we just went prehistoric. I feel the quest to find fire for some reason. I don't know why. Taco. Shouldn't you have like long things about somewhere roughly around, close to around over about maybe, I don't know, about 3,000 pounds maybe? A saber-tooth tiger. It needs to be a saber-tooth tiger with long fangs. Next time I'm gonna dress like a caveman when I make this stuff. Somebody throw fire like, whoo, fire. Alright, let's bring this up to speed. Me like fire. Me make a paint. Make it extra good. Make it work well. Work well with machine that make light that come out. That hit wall. Pictures come out. People in wall. This right here. This make color on wall. It make design. What do you no design? No, there was no design. We're upping this game up too much. But to bring it back a little bit more. How you say, it make wall with picture that move with machine that make. They wouldn't even know machine is, or would they? No, they have to describe it, break it down a little bit more. Gee, what's that statement until it's kind of hard to do. Excuse me, people, the bird. Let me see. Beast with mouth of light that shoots to wall, brings forth magic elixir. Wait, they won't even know anything about elixir. That'd be too far up. That'd be medieval days. So forget it. Me like it. Me like it. Me like it a lot. It's caveman paint, then that's what it is. What you mad about, naysayer? I can make your stuff that fast. Understand your product, that's the problem. For you. I know how it works. I know how it functions. I know all its failures. I know how to construct it fast and easy on so many levels. Your product I was making long before you existed. My black technology you will know nothing about whatsoever. You don't even understand the first beginning of black technology. That's why you can't do any matching better tests. And we give you all the time and you can't seem to complete the test because you don't know how to do it. You don't understand the physics of black light and white light and all that other cool stuff in between. We know your stuff better than you know it. You think all your little secrets at the end of the day, we don't know them? We know all your little secrets on how your products are designed. I can look at your stuff. I can tell by the environment on where your stuff is sitting, where you have the projector, what caliber projector you're using, how much light you have in the environment, on how your stuff is functioning, how it's made, just by looking at your environment. Like we did Jamie's paint in the Network Grade 773. Did I not back it up? Did I not pop that can and go, ooh, this is definitely going to match this product. Was I right? I was, wasn't I? All right then. Your environment tells the story of everything. All your secrets are out in the open. You know them already. Bam. So, this is going to be a channel called Color Me Gray, 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 Gray. I need to get that in the open right now, because once we do, it's going to be basic and simple. We're going to have a little fun back and forth, but I just had to get that off my chest out in the open, because I love it when these naysayers come here and think they got great paint, and you think your paint is the best. Please, give me a break at the end of the day. I will crush your stuff on the... Oh, but I am going to crush your stuff. You got the absolute black to deal with. Man, which is worse? The worst that we can make your stuff, or the fact we're going to crush it? I don't know what we're going to have to do to them. We have to get a giant chalice. We're going to drink huge mugs in the day. You know what I mean? And we crush their paint. We crush them. Or, worse, I can make it and put it against your product. You know how fast it just took me to make this? How fast did it make me to make this product right now? In no time at all, right? Right on camera. Just like we did that one. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. But you got people like the gray. They do like the gray. They love it. They love the gray. They love it. Something wrong with loving the gray. You can love the gray. You love the. I don't love the gray, but you can love the gray. But he's gonna pay for the gray. Like that guy had you sitting there with some overpriced high-end projector sticking up on a screen paint. That's all he did. He just took a high-end machine and introduced it to a paint that's been sitting around for years and years and years and years and years and years. Introduced it. What do you think would have happened if someone had a 4K projector like he had back then when this stuff first came out? There you go. Oh. Did he cheat the customers? He did cheat the customers, ripped them off. Mrs. Fernando, we know you're in the room. You're always in my room. You bring out a product, I'll duplicate it and make it. You won't do it. You can't do it anyway. You can't pop up on the radar. You can't do anything right now. But you're... And you charge people a lot of money. That stuff wasn't even worth $60. I sat there and said on camera, it's not worth $60. There's no testing any of it. What testing do you have right now to prove this is not your stuff? You don't have any at all. You didn't test your stuff. What, dark environment? Anything can play in a dark environment. This stuff will look good in a dark environment. Heck, I can run this stuff with the lights on. You seen the demonstration? This stuff will run with the lights on. We don't match your stuff. Oh, look at this, the new one. Look at the new one. In all its glory. Oh, she got in my hands. In all its glory. Look at the new one, brother dog. So, gotta get some names for these. We got this is gonna be the Amazing Mix 2.0. Excuse me, I got a burp real quick. Sorry about this, people. Oh, my bad. This is the Amazing Mix 2.0. And sorry, I'm gonna call this Cinematic 2.0 or 3.0. No, it's not going to do 3.0. The game's not 3.0. We'll make it a 3.0. It's not the game. The game will never be 2.0. We'll make it 3.0. Cinematic Gray. Damn it, I like that. Cinematic Gray 3.0, as we're going to call it. Not Cinematic. The free mix. Made with that. Easy. Or, you know, if you want to figure out how to get this without making that, just get some regular gray paint. It'll do the same thing. Like that apple barrel. Put it in there, boom, be done. Oh, doggone. Why did they beg for the punishment? Why did they beg for it? Did they beg for the punishment? I didn't beg for punishment. I just gave it to you guys. That's all. The customers are happy because, again, you know, they don't have to go out and spend money for this stuff because they shouldn't have to. And for people who make the product and lie and rip off the customers, well, you know, I'm going to put you out of business. That's what I'm going to do. And if you try to switch over to black technology, you know you're going to get crushed in that department because you don't have enough tests to qualify for that stuff, or not even enough years on your belt to do it. And we get a hold of your hands on your stuff, and your stuff's going to have a lot of problems. Because you've seen the testing we do at the end of the day. Our testing is brutal. I'll put your stuff through the same thing, and I guarantee you at the end of the day, you will give me back my money. And if you do, if I get one cancellation on you, it is over. I'm going to hit your site so many times that I'm literally going to build a dictionary off your cancel receipts. I'm not joking with that one at all, period. I will build a dictionary off your receipts and place you on a mantle. Put your company's name up there. So don't cancel ever. Now, if you're making a black technology, you're minding your own business at the end of the day, I support you 100%. But if you bring my name up into it, I'll make sure you'll never sell that product. What did I tell Danny? I said to mind your business. Go in a different direction. What did he do? He went in my direction. I gave him a speech. I said, I'm going to burn your harbor to the ground and sink every single one of your ships. I watched that man cancel out, drop shopping carts, put money back in my account, and cancel 12 million people in the state of Pennsylvania just to stay away from us. I think that's burning your harbor to the ground and sinking your ships. You have nothing left. Not even a simple rowboat will pass. Everything is sunk to the bottom of the rocky below where it stays and rots. And if I catch you back on a line again, I got friends in other states that will order from you. I'll make sure you cancel out in all the rest of the states. And I'll have receipts for that too. Don't show that today. Bam! Now look, they're mad at me. They're angry and bitter. What are you bitter about? You challenged me at the end of the day. I have a field in gray screens. I have a field in charcoal. D5K, D6K. My D5K was so good that we got contacted by Screen Innovation. You guys challenged me at the end of the day. And then when we basically want to talk trash about us and all this nonsense, and then when I pop up, and everybody's quiet. Nobody wants to basically talk anymore. Now you want to get angry because I embarrass you. Then don't conjure me up. It's like going in the mirror in the bathroom and shutting out the windows and screaming Bloody Mary 3 times. Well, I popped up. Hello, how you doing? You can go run to your room and lock the door. It won't do any good. I'm under your bed. You're a boogeyman of screen paints. Now, you got 2 things to worry about now. You're making your stuff, or that nightmare of a screen coming towards you and tearing your stuff up at 10%. Or if we want, we can make it 50% right now. Which way you want to go with it? Jim, you're out of business. You're done. Partey, you're out of business. You're done. Williams, you never was in business. You definitely were done in the beginning. Your race ended before it started. Told you couldn't sell your product, right? You selling it? Where are you selling it at? If you even post it in an ingredient, matter of fact, that's not your biggest concern right now. Them packets that are coming to your building would be your biggest problem right now. Because them packets got some very interesting stuff in it. And yes, all of it's legal. Every single bit of it. Your building's going to get one, property manager's going to get one, and you get the other one. And I guarantee you some of your best work is in there too for them to read through. Stuff you sent to us. I want them to show exactly how you put the address, their address, and the stuff you were doing. We sent a lot of stuff over to them that you sent to us, all sealed up and ready to go. They want to see what's coming out of their building. Excuse me, Taco. More than one way to skin a cat. And they're beautiful. You got the address on there too? I think they'd be interested to see what's coming out of their building. Show yourself a backfire on you, man. You're not better than that. Ugh. You won't be there much longer, Mr. Williams. I don't think they're going to be happy about that. Yes, Mr. Williams, your property management's about to get your letter sealed and mint with their address and on top of it, sent right back to them. I got enough of these to send over to what we need to get done, but I got a few of these I can spare to send over to your building management so they can get an idea at the end of the day about what kind of stuff you do in their building. I don't think they're going to be happy about it. What about you? So, don't get comfortable. And I got a package coming to you too. A little special package. It tells you a lot about who you are. You're going to like this thing at the end of the day. And it tells you how to investigate, do some background checks. I know exactly who you are and all about the church and stuff like that. Or people that are involved. I'm basically investigate you for impersonating a minister, including the IRS. Because again, you were taking money and you were claiming to be a non-profit organization, which means you're basically claiming a document, which I think it's a 501 something, that's what it's called. But anyway, that's what you have to fill out for, let's say, your church. I guarantee it's carrying around the ID too, because they get discounts. If they walk in certain places, they get discount. I guarantee it's got a fake identification on them. Oh my goodness. Color me gray. Man, this is about to be color me green. They're about to get angry. All right, people. Well, we got our free mixes here. Free mixes. The mix of mixes. Free. Going to post how to make them in the bottom of the comment section if you haven't caught how it's made. Don't pay at all. Make it yourself. You could have made this stuff yourself a long time ago, man. You really could have made this. Gee, what's Louise, man? Could have made this. Look at this. The Cinemax. Same exact color. Same exact color. Let me put the lights on for you to enjoy the beautiness of it all. This right here is going to give you higher white levels, and it's going to give you good colors. Better if the lights are out, trust me, because it's not going to work as well. This one's going to give you better contrast. It's a little bit darker. White level's going to be lower than this one. So it's a back and forth kind of thing with sacrifice, what you're doing. But whatever basically works with you. Now, how would this stuff work on our technology? We would absolutely crush it, no problem. But anyway, just to let you know, a little venom in there. But no problem. It's just no match for us today. That's why we can give it to you for free, because we consider this to be easy. It's no match for us. But at least at the end of the day, you're not paying for it, right? Like 60 bucks. Who the freak pays 60 bucks for this? I gotta ask, why would you pay 60 bucks for this? Why? Gee whiz Louise, come on, man. Seriously. You could have made that yourself. Geesh. People. What's wrong? I think what it is, you think that it's so complicated. It must be complicated. It must be a science behind it. Stuff that shows that has a science behind it, stuff that shows that it's tested. Stuff that doesn't have a science behind it shows at the end of the day it is just that. Like somebody made a peanut butter jelly sandwich. For some reason, it tastes like pumpkin pie. You're like, what the freak? I knew this is peanut butter and jelly, but it tastes like pumpkin pie. How is that even possible? There's got to be something more than that. There's got to be something crazy behind it. But if it's peanut butter jelly that tastes like peanut butter jelly, and this sandwich tastes like peanut butter jelly sandwich, and his tastes like a peanut butter jelly sandwich, it's just regular peanut butter jelly sandwich. That's what it is. Bread, peanut butter, and jelly. That's it. Nothing different to it whatsoever. Oh, I couldn't. I made peanut butter sandwiches, put marshmallows in. That was so gross. That's just me. I didn't like it. All right. I'm going to take my mixes. So this is the Cinemax Mix 3.0. This is the Amazing Mix 2.0. And we're going to make another one add to that one later on because I got people coming to check out the screen. But this is free. Now, naysayer, go make your paint. And you'll probably do a demonstration. I tested this paint and matched house paint. Of course it matched house paint. What the freak do you think it is? It's house paint. There's nothing behind it. It's not tested in any way whatsoever. It will not pass any test in any way whatsoever. It is freaking budget paint. That's what it is. It'll match house paint on every level you can possibly think of. Do you understand that? Do I have to put that in a large disclaimer? Because for some reason, the naysayer only wants to hear what he wants to hear. Like the guy said on YouTube. You only hear what you want to hear. So if I see you on a channel talking about, oh, this stuff match house paint. No, duh, Sherlock. I just told you it was going to match house paint today. You come behind me and say it was going to match house paint. My goodness, I swear, you're lucky we don't live in an era of smacking people with gloves. So far, you could get smacked so hard it was not even unbelievable. Like, literally, I have to slap you so hard that your kids would want the door. It matches house paint. It's freaking house paint today. This is house paint. There you go. And the reason why I say it to them, to my customers, no, you already know from the door, you don't mess with this mess anyway. We were giving this up on the 2.0. Only reason why they bought it, because it did stuff the other paints didn't do. That's it. Because it was able to show against certified screens. You ever seen a demonstration on the thing? Challenge on it? The 2.0? Yeah, no one matched it yet. Still waiting. We did this downstairs in the max I was on at 1,000 lumens, and it still picked up and registered with no problem whatsoever. And ultra short, those kits on the screen with 2,000,001 contrast, we did not do it that way. So, again, if you want to come on and say, I made this mix. I made the mix. Naysayer gets me in there. I made this mix. And this mix, at the end of the day, it matched house paint. It's a scam. It is house paint, you jerk. That's what it is. I just told you it's house paint. That's what you have on your wall. You got scammed. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, I got people coming up. Got to get back on my serious note now. We had a little fun here. Now, for the customers, this is not to insult you. My customers, this is not for you. This is not for you. Don't. This is not for you. You deserve better. For the naysayer, this is for you. Because you bought that stuff to begin with. You bought Crow's paint at the end of the day. And some of you bought that Parte product. Anyway, you can't explain to them what range gain on. So you bought this paint. You bought Crow's paint. You supported Crow's paint 100%. This is for you. This is your paint right here. This is made for you. You. You got headsets on. You. Let's get the volume up. You. Jeez. I'm gonna put headsets on and listen to that too. Oh, it's funny. I know you say, Mr. Bird sounds angry. I'm not angry. I'm having fun, baby. Fun. I can come here and make your stuff any day. We're not done here. Oh, we're far from done. We're far from done. I'm going to make 20 of these things. I'm going to make the whole batch, the whole 9 yards. Everything. Yeah, sure. At the end of the day, you could have made it yourself, naysayer. You could have made it yourself. And then you would have been a believer. You would have been a believer. So you sit at the middle of your floor crying after making this up and putting it against Crow's product. They say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Oh. Oh. And I'm talking about the ugly cry, the Chris Brown cry, the real ugly one. Then your wife or girlfriend comes, what's wrong? What is wrong? And she sees the screen and she starts crying too. Yeah, because you got ripped off. Imagine on your YouTube channel, you talked all this stuff about how Crow's product is the best and #1. And now you're about to eat that humble pie. Those of you who got on your channel, talked all that stuff, and got scammed by his product being the best product on the planet. Let me ask you a question. Can you swallow that? Can you swallow that? Can you unhinge your jaw and swallow that? What about a pair of scissors? You think you can swallow a pair of scissors by any chance? You choke on this, right? Yeah, that's the same thing you're doing right now with that big piece of humble pie, that dry, crusty humble pie. It's so dry that not even your saliva can break it down. It's like the equivalent of swallowing a brick at the same time while your throat's coated and saying all the veins are popping up your neck like you're about to go turn into an incredible. I don't know whether or not basically if he's choking or he has basically constipation, but it looks like what. And you see a lump coming down your throat like on Tom and Jerry, a huge lump shaped like whatever the food they were trying to swallow. Yeah, like that. That kind of pain, just trying to swallow it down. And then when you finally get that crusty, dusty block, just drags down the inside, just bounces off your organs, just plops down. That stomach acid that can't seem to dissolve it because the other end pushing out is going to be even bigger nightmare swallowing it. Man, now you got to find something to get that crusty, dry taste out of your mouth. Because right now you're about to sneeze and sand is about to pop out. You look in the refrigerator, you can't find nothing. No water, ain't nothing in there. But in the back, it's just a tall glass of icy vinegar. Looks like you're going to have to drink that to get that taste out of your mouth. That's going to be rough. That's going to be rough. That's going to be rough, yeah. But not as rough as trying to push that out the other end the next day. Oh, man. You got to admit how I put things in the word. It's pretty interesting. All right, we had fun here in Color Me Gray. Come on. Let's give it to the naysayer. Let's give it to the naysayer for buying and getting ripped off. And producing a product. Be about a product at the end of the day that he got ripped off. I'm going to put these products underneath, you know. But I got to get ready because I got people coming up to look up real screen paint. Real screen paint. Nobody can use this kind of lighting, you know what I mean? Oh, I might put the game up. I gotta wash my hands off too. All right, people, gotta go. Hope you enjoyed Color Me Gray. There was a group called a long time ago called Color Me Bad, but Color Me Gray. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for popping by. Don't forget to tip your waiter on the way out. Be careful driving home. You have a safe and wonderful evening, and hope you took something back from this. Those of you who have bought these paints and the ones who got ripped off in the process, we do feel sorry for you because you are victims, but the ones who supported this nonsense to begin with, who basically carried this nonsense through, you deserve all that's about to come to you, and it's going to be quite a lot. Because you supported this scammer. And Jamie, if you're in the room, well, yeah, it's over for you. Lights out, buddy. Game over. You're done. Finished. Kaput. Done. All right, people. I gotta go. I got technology. Next level. Big contracts coming to me. See ya.